message into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of our Honor versus Madness live stream. We're coming to you on a Friday night, celebrating Halloween. Again, we had to push TGE a little bit past Halloween, but we actually have our XGG token live as we speak. Again, we'll talk about all that today. This is an epic AMA. We have the reveal of the first gameplay footage as well. This is not one to be missed, and of course, staking on top of it all. So again, a ton to go over. Before we get into all of that, though, let me introduce my co-host with the most and fellow team member, LA. LA, how are you?
Hey guys, I'm fantastic. Super pumped for tonight's AMA. We've got lots to throw at you. And so let's dive into it.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. Again, usually coming to you on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. weekly, Eastern weekly. But we had so much info, and with the holidays, we had to schedule a special Friday night stream. And the alpha tonight is going to be absolutely off the chain. That being said, I think we should just jump right in. Before we do, though, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps. Our Twitter has been on fire, LA. Maybe you can go into that real quick. We tripled our Twitter followers in the last few days, right?
Yeah, nearly quadrupled. It's absolutely insane. It just shows that we're working with such a fantastic marketing company. It's crazy, but this is just one of about a dozen things that we'll be implementing pre TGE. And then there's a whole post TGE plan also. And just with the recent ads that we kicked off and the giveaway we're hosting, our Twitter's going absolutely berserk. I think we'll easily be at 3,000 followers by tomorrow. And it's just continuing to get better and better. We have a ton more engagement on all of our posts and feeds. And more people are joining the groups and the community. And we're getting ready for TGE. We really are, marking a name for ourselves and getting more and more people to know about Honor versus Madness in all of its glory.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. The momentum is really starting to build, and that is what the AMA is about tonight. And shout out to all of you. Already up to 31 viewers. Thank you for being here. Please, again, remember to share. We are streaming on our official YouTube page and our official Twitter or X. I'll always call it Twitter. Yeah, spread the word because tonight is going to be epic. And if you're watching the recording, uh, hopefully you're as excited as we are here doing it live. All right, Ella, we have a ton of topics to go through today. So, what did you want to start off with first? And as we go through this, definitely anybody that has questions, please feel free to ask them in the thread on X or in the live chat on YouTube.
Yes. And so the first thing I'd love to start off with is the TGE details and how to get prepared for TGE.
All right, yeah, 100%. We are building momentum. Let me go ahead and pull up some slides. We went over this on the last few AMAs, but remember that TGE is right around the corner. I mean, we are about 11 days, not even a little under that, 10 and a half days left. So if you did not get involved in the pre-sale, which we'll have a lot of info towards the end of this AMA in terms of the XGG, and you were just now hearing about Universe Madness, the only way to get in and to be able to start participating in the ecosystem is buying on TGE. So that is November 12th at I don't even know if maybe this is some alpha. I think we haven't even said this yet. Noon Eastern, right, LA?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, totally. There you go. So
Killer.
noon Eastern on the 12th. Again, hopefully everybody will be up and around. That is a pretty good time for the entire world. So, all right, awesome. Let me go and pull up the my screen share, and then we can go into some slides. Bear with me here.
Amazing. If you're here watching, guys, let us know in the comments. And along the way, if you have any questions, just make sure to type them into the live chat.
All right, let's start with this. LA, can you see it okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. So here are the important details for TGE. You want to go through this and then I'll elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the token name is Grim Gold and the symbol will be GG. Our TGE is officially happening in 11 days or less than 11 days on November 12th, as AJ just said, at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, noon PM. The blockchain that it's on is Ethereum blockchain. And here's just a couple points about the token utility. So GG will serve as the primary utility currency for accessing all game-related items and features. Holders can stake their GG to earn exclusive limited edition NFT rewards. You can earn additional GG carnival tickets. It's going to be incredible. Additionally, GG will be the entry token for high stakes, high rewards tournaments. And these tokens also provide players with verifiable ownership, possible financial incentives, and may give the ability to participate in governance.
Yeah, 100%. So Grim Gold will be the actual token of our economy. Again, the name of the game is Universe Madness, but Grim Gold is the token itself. And there will be a ton of utility behind this token. Like LA said, we're going to get into it a little bit later in the stream, but there are some incredible staking opportunities as well. And even though we'll be talking about XGG, which was those that were in the pre-sale, you will be able to stake your regular GG after the TGE on the 12th. So whether or not you got into the private sale or not, all this information is relevant to you over the next few days. So, all right, awesome. Yeah, again, super bullish. And there's a lot of other factors too that, we could spend a whole AMA on, and we have. So if you go to some of our previous AMAs, you'll be able to hear, but we have a ton of things lined up to support the Grim Girl token as well, including, great treasury management and, the fiat side for Web 2 gamers that don't necessarily care about, crypto. They just want to play an amazing game. And once you see the gameplay footage, you will understand why we are so hyped on what is coming for sure. So, all right, let me go ahead and pull up the next slide. Yeah. All right, there it is. Go ahead, Ellie.
Yeah. So,
Is this the right one or no? Maybe a different
no,
one?
it's the one on the staking we were going to go over.
Okay, not bad. Here
Yes.
we go. Sorry about that. All right, go ahead.
Awesome. So if you participated in the private sale, you would have received your XGG today, which we're going to go over in a little bit. But right now, we want to go over the staking. So we have pinned and posted the link for staking in all of our groups and socials. And when you go to the site, we will pull it up in a little bit. But you have the ability to stake for 30, 90, 180, or 300. It says 360 there, but it's actually 365, I believe, because it's a full year.
Correct.
So there's exponentially higher bonuses for longer term staking. We're going to show you in a minute, but at 365 Club, which we're calling those who stake for the max year, it's just by far the biggest no-brainer when you see how big the bonus rewards are for staking for a whole year. You're going to earn both liquid GG tokens and also carnival tickets for staking. So the carnival tickets are so incredibly exciting because you have the ability to earn a whole variety of items. There's the basic shop, which includes in-game items and more. There's the luxury shop that has basic, rare, epic, and legendary NFT cards. And then there's the exclusive shop with legendary staking exclusive NFT items. Some of these items you're going to have the ability to purchase with your carnival tickets are going to be extremely rare, which means that they have the potential to become very valuable. So staking is so much bigger than just staking in, say, for example, a yield farm or a single staking pool where you're earning tokens, because these carnival tickets have the potential to be so incredibly valuable. And so staking for a longer term where you have the ability to have a longer time period to earn carnival tickets is just a no-brainer, because I mean, I can't even imagine saving up enough carnival tickets to buy a legendary card that someday rises to the price of some of these other legendary cards we've shown from other games in the past, which is into the tens of thousands of dollars. Like, obviously, that's not a guarantee, that's no prediction of the future, but it's just that's what some legendary cards in other games have sold for, and it's exciting to think about.
Yeah, 100% LA. Again, I think staking is really, the only choice. Not only is it really beneficial for us to get as much of the supply in the staking contracts as possible, because that really helps us ensure a successful TGE and getting green candles and the momentum that we need, but it really is, from a yield standpoint, is incredibly lucrative. So not only it's basically double the rewards and double the tokens. So you're earning GG, but you're also earning these carnival tickets, as LA mentioned. And because the only way to get carnival tickets is by staking your GG, it puts a great incentive on staking even above and beyond the actual GG rewards as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about this later, but if you remember some of the old charts that we showed, the average is about 170 days for tokens to really reach their maximum potential anyway. So, it's a no-brainer to lock up for that amount of time and earn along the way. And again, I mean, you could potentially sell these legendary NFTs that you buy with your tickets for more than what you're earning just by staking alone. So we have a ton of ways in our ecosystem where you never have to sell your initial investment, but you can earn from it without being play to earn. Again, we're doing this in a much healthier way where we're not just minting tokens for everybody out of thin air and ultimately adding more selling pressure over time. So things are looking really, really good so far. And yeah, that's a high level overview of staking. And we'll get into the actual mechanics here in a minute, as well as the website. So you a full tutorial on the way. But all right, anything else? Oh, the treasury management. I guess we should probably say that. I know I mentioned it earlier, but that is the other really bullish part about all this, is that our treasury is also bolstered by blue chip assets that we've invested directly into our Dex Finance vaults, where again, we're not investing into EMP or DexFi directly, but we're utilizing the tech that we have to generate yield, perpetually. So even over the last few months, the majority of our treasury is about what it was when we started, even with paying for marketing PR, and ongoing game development. And we're able to do that again through Treasury Management. And this will also come into play, with when GG is actually live, because now we're able to, pay for things without having to dump the token on the community. I mean, 99% of other projects sell their own tokens to pay for things, and ultimately that is just dumping on the community's heads. And that is not something that we are going to do. So, really bullish in terms of sustainability and potential price down the road.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yes. So
All
shall we
right.
pull up the staking site?
Yeah, absolutely. So give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. Let me get back to where we were. Hang on 1 sec. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up.
And if you are watching on YouTube, please remember that you can also retweet this on Twitter so that we are maximizing our exposure and we have as many viewers as possible. And if you haven't had an opportunity yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Twitter, please make sure to do so now so that you can keep up with all of the important information that we're going to be sharing as we get closer to TGE.
I love it. Absolutely. So, all right. Hopefully, you can see this, LA. And again, bear in mind, everyone, there will be some edits to the website. As we continue to build things out, it'll get more and more clear. We have a few copy edits we still need to make, but it was important that we got this out ASAP and gave everybody as much time as possible to stake their XGG. So, again, just to do a quick recap, we have airdropped as of today everybody with XGG, which is the Grim Gold token for pre-sailers that were in our private sale. So if you were in that private sale, you should have them in your wallet. If you weren't, then you don't have to worry about anything right now until we're ready with TGE, and you can buy then. And if there is an issue where you feel like you didn't get what you deserved, please open a ticket in the Discord and we can help you out. And one more thing, really quick, before we get into this, we did alter the tokens a little bit where you actually were able to receive about 3 times the amount of tokens because we needed to get the market cap a little bit lower. And the original plan was issuing things at 1 cent. Now you're actually getting 3 times the amount of tokens. But it's still bullish because overall, the pre-sale only accounted for about 30% of the overall token supply. So that means that there is a lot more, or not a lot of tokens on the market. And we have a countdown at the top here, 10 days and 15 hours before the actual TGE. So, all right, let me go down here. All
So
right, here it
before
is.
we
Yeah,
dive
go
into
ahead.
staking, can you do a little bit lengthier explanation about what XGG is, how that translates into GG once TGE happens, and the exact kind of math and evaluation that they can figure out based on the dollar value that they put into the pre-sale and how many tokens they should expect to receive?
Yep, 100%. So the whole idea was that we were issuing the original plan was that we were issuing GG at a 10-cent valuation. So now we have done it at a 3-cent evaluation, but you get 3 times the amount of tokens. And again, the reason we did this was to get the initial market cap down, but in terms of dollar value, it still equals the same based on the initial price. And honestly, on launch, we usually see price go up. So the dollar value is much more than that on by the time you'd even be able to sell it. But the whole idea is that we're it's much more lucrative to stake anyway as we allow for price discovery. of the token. But the actual formula was for every dollar invested into the pre-sale, you received 30 XGG tokens. And again, the initial price when we finally launch TGE will be at that 3 cent mark rather than the 10 cent mark. And this just really helps again get the market cap down, and it's not any less or more fair to the overall community. If anything, it's even more bullish because we're able to lock up more of the supply. And even over the last hour, there's already over 5% of the initial supply in staking already. So that's really, really powerful. Does that help, LA? I'm happy to go into more detail.
Yeah. And so if you're basing your math on the original, what we had originally stated in the pre-sale, which was 1 cent per token, you're not going to have the correct math. You're actually receiving, like AJ just said, how many did you say? Can you say that one more time?
Yep. So for every dollar invested, it was 30 XGG. And XGG and GG are exactly the same. So again, the only reason XGG is different in terms of the X in front of it is that it's meant for staking ahead of TGE, and we couldn't launch, the liquidity of the actual GG token prior to TGE. And I know another question we've been getting a lot is, if you have XGG and you are staked, then it will automatically convert to the actual GG token on November 12th. If you have liquid XGG in your wallet, then we will have a swapper after TGE that you can convert your XGG into GG. But just think of XGG as a placeholder and gives you the ability to stake a little bit early for a little bit more head start on the rewards. And again, it's bullish to the rest of the community that maybe didn't get a head start because that is way less selling pressure on day one of the launch. So it's a win-win for everybody, for sure. And again, one last thing, you will be able to buy GG off the market and stake it as well. So if once we have TGE and everything is now the actual GG token, then you're able to buy that and just stake it normally and earn more GG and tickets just like everybody else. So really lucrative and really utility driven.
Awesome. So let's go over this staking page.
All right, awesome. So if you do have XGG, you will go down here and you have a total of 4 options. So let me zoom out a little bit. See if that, well, yeah, I think you guys can see. But there is a 30-day option, 1 month, a 3 month, a 6 month. Let me go down a little bit more maybe so you can see it all. Hang on, bear with me. All right, hopefully you can see that. All right, good enough. So yeah, there are 3 or 4 separate options. Again, 1 month gives you a bonus rate of about 10%. The 3 month gives you a bonus rate of about 30%. The 6 month gives you a bonus rate of about 70%. Again, I'm looking down here for those that want to know. And then the final, again, the legendary tier, which is a no-brainer in my opinion. It does lock you up for a year, but you get a bonus rate of 150%. And even though you're locked up for a year, you will still be able to claim your rewards. So again, you still get some GG dripped out slowly, and obviously the tickets over that year as well. So again, not financial advice. Only do what you're comfortable with, but locking up the most for the longest is definitely the most lucrative.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like the difference between staking for 30 days at 10% bonus versus 365 Club at 150% bonus. It's just insane. It gets exponentially higher as you stake for longer periods of time. Now, just to clarify, when it comes to the carnival tickets, there's not a multiplier on carnival tickets. It's the same for all four. Obviously, with longer periods of time, though, you have longer periods of time to earn carnival tickets. However, with staking, with your GG that you're earning, it is exponentially higher to stake for longer periods of time. And a reminder, we will pull these up after, but when we've compared other popular gaming tokens, on average, they have taken 169 days to reach all-time highs, and the majority of them took between 6 and 12 months to reach all-time highs. And so with our aggressive burn mechanics and all of the utility built into the Grim Gold token, we expect to mirror, if not surpass, the success of other comparable game tokens.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. And again, if you can be earning for that entire year, remember the game itself is probably about 8 months to a year away anyway. So if you're earning that entire time and you're still able to capitalize on the price appreciation, it is a no-brainer to lock up for that long. And yeah, we will have all this in the white paper updates as well. But to LA's point, it is a static rate of one ticket per day for every 10,000 GG that is staked. Now, if you only have 1,000 GG, then you still get tickets at that ratio. It's just, 1/10 of a ticket a day instead of one. So again, the more you stake and the longer you stake is also applicable to tickets, because if you only stake for a month, then you're only able to earn tickets for 30 days rather than 365 days. So that is another reason that it does make way more sense to go for the whole year. And again, those tickets will be redeemable as rewards. So that part is not locked up. Your initial capital is locked up in staking, but rewards of both GG and tickets will be claimable as it goes, which again is bullish because once we start releasing what is actually available to buy in the shops, you'll be able to put your tickets to use that way.
Yes, and just to clarify, based on a question in the comments, no, it's not the same as a node. You're choosing your staking length. So at the end of, if you choose the 1 month option, at the end of that 1 month, you're getting your full tokens back that you staked. You're not putting it into an ROI contract or a node or anything like that. You are simply
For sure.
locking it up for that length of time. And when that length of time has finished, then you will unlock and claim your tokens back. But as AJ just mentioned, as you're earning tokens, you can claim them and use them. Now, once you have staked, it will give you the exact date that you can unstake. And there is no current option if you scroll down to the FAQs to unstake early. So just make sure that you have decided a period of time you're completely comfortable with.
Yep, 100%. Again, that is the only lockup that you need to be aware of is your initial capital. At the end of the staking time frame, you do get the initial capital back. And yes, rewards are not like nodes or ROI contracts where the rewards are minted. Those GG tokens are already accounted for in our treasury. Again, there's a maximum supply of GG of 1 billion. And if there is a scenario where we have to reward more tokens to stakers than what is accounted for, that means that we as a protocol and as a team have to literally go and buy GG off the market to distribute to stakers. So that is really, really bullish. Uh, and again, another reason why, literally everybody should be locking up for as long as they can. Not financial advice. Cool. All right, and real quick too, I just want to show. So, I need to do this on my personal wallet, but you can see, as a team member, I went in for the maximum amount, 300,000 XGG. That's a full $10,000 entry. There is no XGG wallet that will have more than the maximum allocation. Again, we had a very fair distribution in the private sale as well, unless somebody went in with multiple wallets, which again just breaks everything down fair anyway. But that being said, you would just come here. You connect your wallet. You'll choose how much you want to stake. You hit confirm, and then a new window. You may have to approve as well, but then a new window will show up, and it'll give you all the stats down here of what you're earning in the meantime. And I'll have that ready to roll for our next AMA.
Yes. Okay, AJ, do you mind pulling up the slide from the tokenomics so that we could revisit this discussion, because there seems to be some confusion around the new valuation for the token.
Yep. Okay. Hang on one second. This one, right?
Yep. So can you explain primarily why we decided to switch up the original valuation that we had in regards to 1 cent GG tokens, and why it's actually way more bullish? And I think we need to go over the math again, because there's just seems to be a lot of confusion.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I may have misspoke earlier too. I think I accidentally said 10 cents instead of 1 cent. But yeah, I mean, the actual dollar value honestly is a little irrelevant, because when the token launches, the price again is most likely, nothing is guaranteed, but the price goes up dramatically on TGE anyway. But there has to be an initial price set to determine the market cap. So we in our original calculations, we were looking at launch at around, more of a $10 million market cap, which again, in terms of fundamentals, that is not as attractive as, a $2 million market cap, because the lower the market cap, the, the higher the potential pump can get. So that being said, again, we made the decision to give you actually three times the amount of tokens that were calculated, but it still only accounts for about 30% of the maximum supply. So again, it's a little difficult to wrap your head around, if you're not used to this sort of stuff. But uh, the whole idea is that, we are the actual dollar value is less relevant than the amount of tokens that you're getting. So, yeah, I mean, it's the new calculation is, rather than 10 GG per dollar invested, you're getting 30 GG per dollar invested. So the difference is, again, there's a little more supply to private sale people, but because we have staking, and it's much more lucrative to stake anyway, it really shouldn't have any long-term effects. And if anything, it's really bullish, because it means more of the supply is actually staked.
Awesome. And just to clarify, the valuation from XGG to GG is 1-to-1. So when
Exactly.
you go to switch over, once TGE has happened, it is 1-to-1, exactly the same. The purpose for XGG is just to allow you to get into staking earlier.
Yep, 100%. And again, I mean, in full disclosure, not only is this beneficial to everybody for staking rewards of both extra GG and tickets, but it does end up being a better, more successful launch of the token, because we're allowing pre-salers to get in early. Again, we got rid of a tax because we felt that was gonna, stifle the growth, and we chose not to do a cliff, because it locks up a lot of investors. And honestly, the investors really didn't get that big of a discount based on, the price that we're launching at. So, the public's price on launch will still be just a little bit over that 3 cent mark. So, again, uh, in terms of ratios, everything is the same, even though technically the dollar value is different. You're still getting the same, ownership.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about the ability to stake early, be able to earn for almost 2 weeks now, and then earn those carnival tickets as well. And then the valuation for TGE is just a whole hell of a lot more bullish to make the token pump, basically.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And even those that want to get in on TGE, if you weren't a pre-saler, you're actually getting in at a better price, which again could lead to more X's. So rather than buying the token, at a $10 million market cap, you're getting it at, a $2 million market cap, which again would be the difference of almost 5x. So that is again part of our strategy of having a more successful TGE.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. What do you
So
want to go into next? Yeah.
I'm getting a lot
Or
of
more questions?
messages.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of messages, DMs from people saying that they think that they've received the wrong amount of tokens. Just know, obviously, if you're on the AMA, you are hearing our explanation, but you're not all receiving the wrong amount of tokens. We have the spreadsheet and I can double check for you. I'm happy to, but make sure that you've gone over the valuation prior to messaging me, because there's definitely not these many people that it was wrong for. So you'll receive 30 XGG for every $1 invested.
Yes, correct. Okay. All right. Let me go. What is next on the list, LA?
All right. So, I would love to hear you speak about your experience with witnessing some other legendary NFT cards, and what kind of usually dictates them reaching their like full all-time highs in regards to being sold on the secondary market? Does that usually happen right near the launch of the game? Does it usually take time for those to reach all-time highs once people are actively playing the game for a while? What would you say makes them reach their kind of all-time high valuations on the secondary market?
Yeah, so yeah, that is a really, really good point. So we are, we've had a ton of experience in games similar to this, and going based on all that we see, I think that we have seen incredible gains over time, and what really determines those gains is the utility of the token itself, or in this case, the NFT. So, in other words, maybe there's one legendary item or card that has a real impact on the meta of the game, where you're able to like actually, you know, utilize this card. And again, we're not going to be play to win, where I'm sorry, pay to win, where the whales that are able to buy the best cards, automatically win every time. There definitely will be advantages to owning these rare and legendary cards, but that doesn't mean it's an automatic win every time. So that being said, it takes the market a while to realize how powerful those cards are. So what happens is, as time goes on and the meta of the game changes, the legendary cards can become more and more valuable, even beyond the print rate. So again, if there's only 10 legendary cards of a certain kind available, that automatically makes it more rare. But that being said, if the in-game bonus of playing that card is really high and you have a low print rate, that is when the cards can get to be 10, 20, even $50,000 per card.
Awesome. Yeah, so it makes sense to stake for longer periods of time because you have a longer period of time to earn more carnival tickets, which means the ability to purchase in the carnival shop rarer, more valuable cards. And as the game launches and people start playing and seeing how powerful these cards are over time, they can reach their true high valuation to be able to capture the most out of them if you don't intend to play with them and you would rather sell them as kind of an investment. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100%. So, and that's another really bullish part is because even if you don't want to play the game, there are people that have full-time jobs, just playing the markets of the game. So it really applies to gamers and more crypto-focused investors, or people that just want to arbitrage, buying and selling these cards and speculating on their price. We've seen bored apes that have no utility whatsoever, go into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And these cards, not only are they super collectible, but they have unique experiences in the game. Again, a lot of stuff too we didn't even talk about. It may not even be an actual legendary card. It may be like a legendary emote or a legendary pet, where again, that is where we get away from pay to win. But maybe you absolutely love a lizard, and there's only 10 NFTs of a lizard pet. So again, that's just an example of what will drive collectability even outside of gameplay.
Amazing. Amazing.
Totally.
Cool. Yeah, let's see what's next on the list. Can you pull up the comparison of the other game tokens?
Yeah, give me 1 second if you want to answer a few more questions, or ask me something else. Let me find it. Give me 1 second here. All right, what one do you want to pull up? The one that has the overall prices, or like the amount of X's?
The amount of like the one with the average time to appreciate.
Yep, perfect. All right, 1 second. All right, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see, again, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But if you just look at the top four gaming tokens from previous cycles, as you can see, not only are the all-time highs usually an average of about 169 days, but we're looking at almost a 400x as well. So again, that is not guaranteeing future results, but if we utilize staking and we drive the burn mechanism, we have all the economic energy, buying and burning GG, from the fiat side when the game is playable, to the public, even outside of crypto. Like there's so many things stacked in our favor over the next few years that really could absolutely get to, these sort of evaluations.
Yes, absolutely. Um, I just wanted to highlight this to show that, many of these games took 6, 8, 12 months to reach their all time highs. So it makes the most sense to stake for longer, especially with that 150% bonus on staking in the 365 club.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I mean, if you're looking for gains in terms of X's, the less supply that is available on the market, because everybody's staked, that is what will get those multiple X's. So again, it's really powerful. And once you unlock your tokens, at those intervals, then you could absolutely take some profit responsibly, without hurting the price overall. And by then, we have more and more people that are interested in the game and utilizing GG for all the utilities that it offers.
Amazing. Awesome. All
Cool.
right. Well, I think we have some very bullish information to share about the music of the game.
Yeah, totally. So there is one more thing that we've been working on behind the scenes, and that is again, like LA said, the music. And I think that is something that is very, very underappreciated in games. I think that it's one of those things where everybody's focused on graphics, but the actual score of a game, or voice acting, or sound effects, that really, really has a major impact in terms of immersion and making a game that you really want to play and that is fun. So we have some incredible announcements in terms of the audio of the game, and over the next few weeks, we're also going to release the official score of the game. And I don't want to drop too much alpha, but we have some incredible connections in Thailand for audio quality that is on par with movies. So I sent LA a teaser video that was sent to me by our founder Julius, and once we reveal who we're working with, I think a lot of you are gonna love it. And when we show the gameplay footage in a bit, you'll get your first taste at the background noise, the sound effects, the voice acting. I mean, we are going all out with a AAA game that, honestly, I think blows away every Web3 game I have seen to date, especially in the trading card genre.
Amazing. Yes. So can't wait to share that with you guys when we're able to. Um, I think that you were going to give them a preview of something else tonight, though.
Yeah, 100%. So, are we ready for the first official gameplay footage? We need a drum roll, LA. So, all right,
Ready?
there you go, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this twice, as well, just so all of you can see. But this is the first 40 seconds of the prototype gameplay. Now, before I show this, just remember, the actual character designs are still underway. So, the left and right side of the screen, there's some empty space. It's a little bit low detail for the background. So just prefacing all of this, that this is not the finished product, but this gives you an amazing look at what this game will be and the quality that we are going for. So, all right, here we go. The first official gameplay footage, and we will be uploading this to the YouTube channel as a standalone video later as well. So, all right, here we go.
Flames only consume the weak. Here, have some rockets.
All right, let's
Wow, that was
go.
awesome.
100%, man. I love it. Every time I look at it, I think, man, we have really gone all out. So, all right, I'm gonna try to pull it up again, and I'm gonna pause it just to go and show through a few things. Bear with me here. Let me try. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna pause it right here. All right, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Um, I just want to go through some of the incredible UI here. So again, as with any trading card game, you are dealt the cards at the bottom. that is what you're holding. Again, you can play those cards, and then the green aura around them means that your card is able to do an action. You're then able to attack your opponent here, and the legendary cards are also animated. So that was what that last uh, uh, animation was of Fitzgerald. Again, fills your opponent's hands with rockets, and again, this is the low poly for the background, but you get an idea of the animation style. And this is one of the legendary cards that you got in your mystery pack. So again, you may be lucky enough to get him when you open your cards. And then in a few months when we're able to have the marketplace. But again, super super detailed in terms of the cards themselves. The background and the board will be much more detailed, and your characters here on the left and the right. These will be characters that you will be able to make your own. So you'll have different emotes for them. They'll be moving. They'll have different clothes, and once the madness mechanism is revealed, that is when the two opponents will duel in a first person style. So again, that'll be the next reveal later on. But yeah, this is just a quick overview of the initial designs, and I'll play it one more time
I have
for all of you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So are they dueling someone in the same like Shadow Realm versus Shadow Realm, or is it Wizards versus Shadow Realm? Like how does that work?
Yep, so it'll be a mix of both. So, again, you depending on the matchmaking, you can either fight an opponent that is from the Shadow Realm or an opponent that is on the same, team, so to speak, that you are. So, Shadow Realm versus Shadow Realm or Shadow Realm versus Wizarding Society.
Badass. Love it.
Yep. All right, let me play it one more time, and then we can take some more questions.
Very slowly consume the weak. Here, have some rockets.
All right, so there you have it. The first official gameplay footage. Again, it will be much more robust and more and more detailed as we go. The different level designs, background animations, each card themselves. Again, epic and legendary, definitely legendary, are all animated individually, and they all have unique voice acting and sound effects for those as well. So that
Love
gives you
it.
a great first look. Remember, we're looking to do an alpha release within about 8 months, so just under a year. Um, there will be a playable version, and as we continue to build out, we'll be having more and more card options, more and more sets, more and more characters, more and more emotes. There is a ton coming, and all of you are here for the ride with us. I mean, everything so far has been really focused around the TGE, but once we get through the token generation event, then everything really transitions into building the game, and we'll have the game studio on here giving updates more regularly. Our co-founder Julius, who is there, boots on the ground, every day building this game. We have an interview that will be releasing prior to TGE that gives again a lot better overview into development. I mean, we have so many things lined up, and honestly, for being pre-TGE with all the development that we have so far is unheard of. I mean, typically, even those games I showed a while ago that have had, the 400Xs, they started with just a trailer and a TGE. They didn't even have, it took them 2 years to build a game. So we're so far ahead of the curve. And again, it's all unique and 100% original to our IP, which is also really, really powerful. We're not just downloading, a template and reskinning it. So everything is 100% original.
So bullish. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes. Gosh.
totally.
The little previews we've gotten behind the scenes this week are top notch. So can't wait to continue to share more of that publicly. There's so much video and graphic content coming your way in the coming weeks. There's quite a few really bullish things that are dropping.
Yeah, absolutely, amen. Absolutely, amen. LA. Oh man, I can't talk tonight. For sure, LA. So, and yeah, I think that translates directly into a healthy token price because when people see what we're building and the plan that we have to target, Web 2 gamers as well as Web 3 gamers with a product like we just showed that is incredibly powerful for the growth potential. And again, I don't want to drop, this is like the alpha of all alphas tonight, so I don't want to drop too much, but we're already, making headway on getting, publishing to Web 2 markets as well. So literally everything that we could be lining up in our favor, we're already doing it. And we haven't even had the TGE, it's 10 days away. So.
Love it. So I wanted to do a little bit of a recap of some of the stuff we've got going on for marketing. So obviously, as we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, our Twitter following is going absolutely berserk. Over the last 48 hours, we've nearly quadrupled our following with our new ads that are running and our giveaway. Side note, if you haven't had a chance to enter the giveaway yet, we are going to be rewarding 4 different winners with $250 each. So it's definitely worth taking a few seconds to enter that. And we'll very likely be at 3,000 followers by tomorrow, which is amazing because it's all 100% organic from word of mouth, retweets, from advertising. And so we take a lot of pride in that, we don't care about hitting 100,000 followers if 99,000 of them are fake. We want all organic followers so that we can really grow this following and really spread the word organically so that we're attracting real users. This is just one of a dozen really bullish things we're implementing pre-TGE. So we have some additional things launching early next week when we officially hit our pre-TGE phase. There's something coming up very early next week that you're all going to want to be involved in. That is absolutely sure to attract a lot more community members as well, but it's really bullish even for our existing community members. So make sure to keep an eye on our pinned announcements. We also have a lot of press and KOL influencer campaigns that are starting to roll out early next week as well. And so we're going to continue to supercharge things as we get closer and closer to TGE.
Yeah, awesome stuff, LA, for sure. And so, yeah, on that note too, again, there's a little Easter egg in the title, but the new giveaway will be releasing, like Elder was saying, and we have a whole campaign around that. So if you are new or you were part of the private sale, it's open to anybody, and that will also help. And we have over 100 people tuning in to the stream tonight. So thank you to all of you for engaging. It's been really important to us, that we build an organic community, and it's already well underway. Again, to have the growth that we've had and the momentum that we've had, just over the last few days, is a great sign of what's to come. And the more and more content that we release, we're gonna hit a tipping point where all this starts happening organically, and it's up to all of you as a community to help us in that effort. So, one of the things that we are really excited for is the CEO interview. So, yeah, I am the Excel guy says, when are we dropping the CEO interview? So, yeah, our CEO, Julius, co founder, the one that is really the brains and the art direction behind the game itself, did an incredible interview with the game studio, and that will be dropping before TGE. So stay tuned for that. It's almost ready, and that also will give you a great insight into the team building the game. Remember, we've been really vocal about this. Is that we didn't hire a crypto development team to then reverse engineer an actual Web 2 AAA gaming experience. We went after an actual Web 2 AAA gaming company to build the game, and that is a big difference. And you can see it in the end result. I mean, these guys have worked on Disney movies and Netflix movies. They have games that are already published on Steam. And, it's important because at the end of the day, we want a game that people actually want to play. And as long as we can deliver that, then everything else falls into place. So, really powerful. Cool.
Yes, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Julius did an amazing job. And the project manager Zen is such a great guy too. He was it was an interview between both of them. So we'll have that shortly.
Love it. Yeah, that's just one of many things that are on the way that we're really thrilled about. They are really working hard to get lots of graphic content ready to share with the community.
Yep, totally. And again, you'll see that even in some of the marketing that we start releasing over the next few days too, as we continue to drive momentum. So awesome, LA. Well, man, I'm like out of breath. We did so much alpha tonight. I think people are
Alpha
excited.
overload.
It was an alpha overload. Do we have any questions? Again, if we didn't get to one of your questions, please feel free to type in the chat. Um, I know that there seems to still be some confusion on the tokens, so we'll make sure that we clarify that. And if we need to make an announcement, we will. But everything should be on par. Yeah. One of the questions is, can we move XGG to a different wallet? Yeah, absolutely. XGG is transferable. So again, you're able to transfer to a new wallet, no problem. And once if you stake your XGG, it will automatically be converted to GG uh, on the TGE event. But if you move it to another wallet and don't stake, then you'll have to convert it manually through a swapper after the TGE.
Perfect. Awesome. And for anyone still with questions about the math and the tokens, we're going to have a meeting after this with the rest of our team, and we will potentially get Simon to come on next week and kind of explain why the decisions were made with valuation and anything to do with the tokens and all that stuff. So we'll see if he's available to come on next time on Thursday for our next AMA.
Yep, sounds good. Perfect.
Awesome. Will there be more promo videos? Yeah, like I said, there's lots more graphic content coming out. So as we have it, we will post it, but there's lots of exciting little sneak peeks and stuff coming out. I don't know if a promo video specifically is one of them, but there's lots of little previews and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we're the amount of content we have is insane. It's just we have to also manage expectations because some of the development work that we do may end up changing, and so we don't want to set an expectation by releasing, promo videos and then having it change down the road. So it's really important that we go through the process of development, and that's why again it's taken us a little while to get a real gameplay footage video out, because we feel super confident now that what we showed tonight is very, very close to the end result. And anything that we show actually ends up being better in the end. So again, we have an entire 8 months to put even more polish on things, and there's going to be so much content moving forward. There's also a lot more catalyst events too. Remember, even though the game won't be ready for potentially another 8 months, we have our first pack sale. We have some other promo events. We have the release of the NFT marketplace, where you guys can start buying and selling their cards prior to the game going live. So there, even though 8 months sounds like a long time, there will be a lot of major, major developments and major events every few months leading up to the game release in an alpha version. So,
And
it,
a little birdie said even potentially some mini games.
yeah, 100% LA. So that's another thing. I mean, anything we can do to add more utility to GG, allow you guys to have fun with our intellectual property, really build the brand, even if it is a mini game. I think that really helps us get to more users.
Yeah, and I just want to just address a little bit of what's being said in the comments. We absolutely love community participation. Just recently with our EMP project, one of our VIPs, John, created this absolutely incredible tool that the whole community is using. And so much so that we're actually looking for more and more opportunities for him to get involved because we love what he created for the community. That being said, the community's safety is always our number one priority. So prior to anything being sent out to anyone in the community, we just always like to look it over and ensure its safety and all of that. And so it has nothing to do with decentralization or wanting to control anything. The community's safety is always going to be our number one priority, because in crypto, every corner you turn, there's someone trying to take advantage. And although we absolutely encourage the community to create amazing tools for each other to use and take advantage of, we always need to have a look over it prior to anything being sent to community members, because we don't want anyone to lose their hard-earned funds.
Yeah, 100%. Again, that just goes with proper, etiquette and crypto due diligence. Don't ever, unless you're hearing it on an AMA or it's part of our pinned messages, especially now that we've airdropped XGG, I'm sure there will be an imitation, XGG tokens, or even real GG. Another scam is like a DM that says, "Hey, we released GG TGE early," and then they give you a scam token address. Do not follow that. Again, everything will be on November 12th, and we will have the official contract addresses of all of our tokens pinned, and we will be doing an AMA again, explaining all that. So please don't get scammed. And yeah, the goal is that the initial launch will be on Uniswap, in terms of where to buy GG. And we have a whole rollout plan with deck screener ads and other call groups, KOLs, you name it. There'll be plenty of information on how to buy GG when it's officially live.
Yeah. And if anything is DM'd to you with a link, please don't click on it. It's just that easy. If someone does send us something that they've created and we like it and we think it's safe for the community and a great tool, we'll actually lift that person up and promote it and post it and pin it and do all of the things, because we love community participation. But if you're not going to respect our need to look things over and make sure they're safe. What we will say is if anything gets sent to you in a DM, do not click on it because it's not safe. If we believe that something is safe and really valuable to the community, it will always be in a pinned message. So in order to protect yourselves, because things can happen just by clicking on a link, please do not click on anything sent to you in a direct message. We ourselves will never randomly DM you either. All important information will always, always, always be pinned. That being said, if you see anyone posting any links as a reply to any of our social media posts, if you see additional accounts like additional Twitter accounts or Telegram groups or anything like that, they're all fake. We have one list of official accounts. You can find it on our link tree. I'll go ahead and post that in the comments here. But we will not be creating any additional groups or accounts. So if anyone's replying to any of our social media accounts, giving a link to an airdrop or an additional contest or any of that stuff, it's not endorsed by us. And we do our best to delete those kind of things as we see them. And what can happen also is people can create almost identical looking tokens and just airdrop them, hoping that you'll get confused and think it's the real one. So that's why it's so incredibly important to pay attention to our pinned announcements where we provide official contract addresses and make sure those contract addresses get saved in your address, in your wallet as soon as they are posted. And we have not yet released the contract address for GG, only for XGG. And the GG address will be released on the 12th because we don't want to allow scammers to confuse people. So keep that in mind.
Perfect. No, I think that was a great overview. Again, if you do get something that you think is fishy or, you just aren't comfortable, the best thing you can do is to do nothing until you hear us on an AMA. Again, the technology nowadays is just insane. Like, AI can copy pretty much anything. So make sure that we are all here together. We're fully transparent and fully available on these AMAs so you can ask a question in real time. And that is the best way to help yourself stop or help yourself from getting scammed. And really, again, it's not only is it good etiquette for you as a crypto user, but it also helps protect the community. We talked about this a little bit in our previous AMA on EMP. When you do get scammed, obviously it's devastating for you, but then 9 times out of 10, the scammers dump the tokens on the market. So you're actually hurting the community as well inadvertently. So just make sure that you do everything you can to be on top of your game in terms of security. And yeah, I mean, we're set up really, really well for the future. I think people, as I'm reading comments, people are figuring out the ratios more and more here. So I think we're good on the token allocation and price. Again, we can get Simon, our tokenomic team member, on the next AMA to explain more. But a great way to think of it is, if you had 10,000 tokens worth $1, but you get, 100,000 tokens worth 10 cents, it's still the same amount in terms of dollar value. So this is really bullish because you're actually getting 3 times the amount of GG, which, again, is still equivalent to 30% of the total supply. So nothing really changed. If anything, it's more bullish because pre-salers are able to get a little bit more in terms of tokens, but it's also more tokens that are then staked in the staking contract. And I haven't even looked, but I'm sure we're well over 10% of all the tokens staked within the first few hours. So all of that is really, really bullish.
Amazing. And I just want to clarify one more thing, safety version. If you're ever looking to message AJ or myself, the easiest way to confirm that it's the real us is to go to our pinned announcements, either on Telegram or Discord, and click on our username directly from a pinned announcement, because sometimes people will make fake profiles of us and post in the group. We usually catch it within a minute and ban them, but a minute is sometimes all that it takes. And so the easiest way is to click on our names from a pinned announcement and send us a message and say, hey, I'm sending you this message so that in the future I'll know it's the real you. And also, all of our chat bubbles in the group are marked in the top right corner, team member or admin. So that's how you know it's a real admin.
Perfect. All right, awesome.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys are as excited as we are with all of the incredible updates and information we've shared tonight. We're really, really excited. We will post any updates in the group in pinned announcements. And so please keep an eye out for that. And if you have friends that were part of the pre-sale but haven't joined the Honor versus Madness Telegram or our Discord groups, please invite them to join, because the information we'll share there is invaluable.
Perfect. All right, amazing. Yeah, and as we continue to go through all this, things are, looking really, really bullish, and we really need your help into, maximizing our efforts. I mean, there's now 106 viewers on this live stream, and when you see us post on Twitter or Telegram or wherever, it is so important that you help us spread the word, because ultimately that helps the community grow, and it indirectly helps your commitment to the game without any additional financial requirement. So that is really important that we all get behind this. And I think, again, in the next few weeks, with all that we have coming out around TGE, the momentum is only going to get more and more and more. So all right, awesome. Thank you all for being here. LA, any final words before we wrap it up, or any final questions that I may have missed?
No, just please be safe, be careful, only click on things from pinned announcements. And if you are ever in any doubt, don't be afraid to message one of us. We love you guys. We're very, very excited for all of the momentum. And we will keep you updated every step of the way. So we'll work on putting out another post to, in written form, clarify all the tokenomics stuff that you guys have been asking about, either later tonight or early tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Okay.
Great. All right, awesome. Thank you, everybody. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will be here on next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We come to you every Thursday at that time. And please join our socials to get involved. And if there are some questions that you have from the recording of the stream, please feel free to post in our Telegram or Discord. And if you think there is an issue, you can open a ticket in our Discord as well. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Good day. We will see you on Thursday.